Well, we were just talking. I think we're going to bring this up a little bit later. Scott and I were just talking about it during the break. You see the ranking of all the NFL coaches that just came out?
No,
Dan,
I did not.
Where was this list from again?
Pro Football Focus.
Pro Football Focus.
They do not like the Denver Broncos very much, do they?
Yeah, apparently they do, Berto.
They do?
Apparently they do.
Wait. Where's Sean at?
The second best coach in the NFL.
No. So it goes Andy
one
and then
behind
Sean?
Andy Reid.
Wow.
Look right behind
They
you.
rank the top 10 returning coaches.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why do you think he's...
I mean, Sean's got to be...
It's been 15 years since he won that
he's
Super Bowl,
He's
right?
definitely like a top 10 coach.
Yeah.
Number 2.
But I had this conversation on my show a couple of weeks ago about ranked the coaches in the AFC West, and Sean was like second or third in just that division.
Okay, AFC West. Okay. Andy Reid. Whew. I might give Sean number. Pete Carroll's got to be 2.
Pete Carroll's got it. You know what I mean?
Pete Carroll's got to be 2.
See?
Right?
But he's not returning.
Wow, and then you really could make a debate over Harbaugh and
Wow,
and
Harbaugh's
Sean
down
Payton.
to Harbaugh's 6, so yeah. So where's
This
where's
is
Pete?
just returning to
Pete
to
Carroll's not
Scott's
even in
point.
the top
it's,
10.
It's coaches returning from
Oh,
last year.
returning,
so
right,
okay, I get what you're saying. So yeah, that's great. All right, Sean, man, I like it. Matter of fact, I like it. Oh, and Sean McVay is right behind.
But he's
him.
got Jim Harbaugh in there. Has he done enough yet to be in the
Well,
top 6?
I
or
Well,
See,
if
he
you're going to
took
include his past,
Yeah, he took he won a champion that he took an NFL team to the Super Bowl,
yeah.
and then he won a national title in college. So I guess,
No, I mean, if Sean Payton's at number 2, they're clearly counting what you've done in the past.
that is interesting.
Well, I saw another poll that came out. I was watching online today, and they did the top 5 best off seasons.
Oh.
Tyler and I have been saying, don't sleep on the Raiders. They're going to get better. They had them at number 5. I don't remember 4, 3, 2. I think Baltimore was in 2, 3, or 4. Gosh, I don't even remember who else was in there. But number 1 was the Broncos.
Yeah.
And they listed all the free agents. Now, we've said it on this show, if the free agents stay healthy, they killed the offseason.
This might be like the biggest boomer bust free agency class of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get these guys to stay healthy, you freaking knocked it out of the park, dude. Knocked it out of the park. But it is a serious risk because all of these dudes, Talanoa Hufanga coming off of injury, Drake Greenlaw coming off of injury, Evan Ingram coming off of injury, J.K. Dobbins always injured. All these dudes are significant injury risks. So even if just 1 or 2 of those guys suffers a season-ending injury, that drastically changes how good the class was.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll be shocked if Bo plays all 17 games. I mean, it's hard to go through an entire as a starting quarterback in this league and to
I
play
think it's easier than ever.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's some
My
quarterbacks getting
expectation
murdered in this league.
is for quarterbacks to play every single game.
Wow.
I
mean,
don't think quarterbacks should ever get hurt.
Just because the NFL goes out of their way to make sure that they don't and
Yeah.
can't and will not.
I mean, they do everything in their power to protect these dudes.
Yeah. I think they should.
And it's not like
Back
Bo's
off a little
not like yeah, he's a dual threat guy, but he's not a Lamar Jackson. He's not out there running 10, 12 times a game.
I don't know. I thought the Broncos were really lucky with their injury situation last year, right? There was Riley and not much else. Like, you didn't lose any big hitters that you were like, oh, well, that's going to cost us a game or 2. Like, I think they were pretty healthy last year. I don't know, man. I think the defense is going to be great. I just want I want some offense in my life. I want some offense in my life. Is that too much to ask?
No. I'm with you. They led the league in 3 and outs last year. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And we said that on the show too. They led the league in 3 and outs last year and made the playoffs. When you're telling me you're the number 1 team as far as not being able to move the ball because you're getting 3 and out, those teams don't make the playoffs.
Right.
Those teams win like 5 games.
But
you won 10.
I forget what they averaged, but whatever the points were that they averaged, I remember
25,
being 25, something like that. It was a lot better than what I thought it was.
Well, you're right, because there was a couple of years there they were in the teens, right? They were averaging like 17 a game or something ridiculous back in the 3,
Vic
4 years
Fangio
ago.
years, right?
What's up, Vic? Yeah,
they were averaging like 17.
Thought about that man.
Well, listen, it also doesn't hurt you win a game 12-9. Right? You beat when the Jets game, when that Jets game scored 12-9.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so you win those ugly close games. And listen, what did they say? They were talking about right there. They kept close games close, and that's your defense. They of all their losses, I think there was only one or two that was by double digits. That's pretty good.
Yep.
So on one hand,
You already had a great defense, and it only got better.
if you're playing one-score games, your defense is keeping you in it. Now, how'd you win 10 games? Well, you're always in one-score games. You were never out of the game.
Yeah.
That's how you can get 10 wins.
Yeah.
Because, what's the old line? There's stats, damn stats, or lies, damn lies, and statistics.
Yeah.
Right? Or stats, damn stats, and analytics now, right? Because we could go stats on either side of the board and say, this is why you won 10, this is why you didn't. Bo didn't turn the ball over much. That's why you win. Bo didn't pick up as many first downs on third downs. That's why you lose. So it was really an anomaly type of season if you're going back pure analytics. And instead, I think you just got to look, and here's where Sean Payton, I'm going to give Sean Payton why he is too. Because he, and you said this, Tyler, he got his guys.
He does.
He's brought his players in now.
Yeah, and you just look at the lack of roster turnover. I mean, no team brought back as many players as the Denver Broncos did this year. Generally speaking, the lack of turnover that the Broncos had this year, that should tell you that the team thinks that they're capable of winning a championship. Plain and simple. When you don't turn over the roster, they are saying we are good. I mean, specifically on offense, it's amazing because we turned over more on defense than we did on offense, and we had a good defense. Offensively, we got everybody back except for Javonte. I think, help me out here. Is he the only one that we lost?
That was a semi-regular. Yeah.
I think he's the only one.
Yeah.
I'm not counting any of the tight ends, and I think we got all those guys back anyways.
So do you agree with? Do the two of you agree with this? Sean Payton, number 2,
not
coaching
number
list.
2.
No.
Well, I mean, we could do our own rankings here. Scroll down a little bit, Dan.
Do the two of you agree that Andy Reid is the best coach in the NFL right now?
No question about it. And I do think Sean McVay is a top 3 coach. They've got him at number 3. But I would put Sean above Sean McVay. I would put Sean McVay above Sean Payton right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Kyle Shanahan really low on this list, which I get it. It's cool to hate on Kyle Shanahan, and I get it. I'm a Kyle stan, but I'd have Kyle Shanahan in the top 5 every single year.
I'd have him ahead of Jim Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin for sure.
See, really? Mike Tomlin's an interesting one. What the hell has Mike Tomlin really done? Yeah, I got it.
He gets you 10 wins every year.
Yeah, and he won a Super Bowl, which was 15, 20 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Well, Sean Payton says
that's about the same length as Sean.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin is the modern day Marvin Lewis. That's who he is.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, is he going to retire as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, or is he going to go? So you know what I mean? Is Tomlin going to end his career somewhere else?
This is his last year coaching in Pittsburgh. He'll get fired after this year.
Really?
Yep.
You think this is it?
I do. I really do.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And then a team will automatically give him a job.
I mean, there was already drama with him over the last year or two, whether they were going to fire him, whether he was going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
There was lots of tension going on. They got to get past the first round of the playoffs, and I don't know if they do it.
Interesting. Nick Sirianni. Listen, he just won a Super Bowl, but there's still people in Philadelphia who are like, I don't know about that Nick guy, man.
And it's funny, he's been there 4 years and he's been in the playoffs every year.
Yeah. And there's still people who are like, fire him. We got.
Let me ask this: would Nick Sirianni have a job if they let him go?
Yes.
But it's just Dan Campbell.
He is a goofball, though.
Who, Sirianni?
Yeah.
He takes it a little getting used to.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell in top 10.
See,
Stefanski's going to get
how
gotten
is
too.
Dan Campbell?
How is Kevin Stefanski in the top 10 in this list, man?
Well, to me, Dan Campbell should be way higher than number 9. With the job that he's done out there in Detroit, that's incredible.
I'd probably put Dan over. Yeah. I don't know if I'd put him in the top 5, but top 10.
I think McVay 2, maybe Campbell 3.
I think the argument can be big.
I think
that
he's
McVay is definitely a top 2 coach, and if you want to tell me that he's better than Andy, I'll listen to that.
No.
I'll listen to that.
There's no argument. Andy Reid is far and away the best coach in the NFL.
Yeah, but I think that's all has to do with
by,
just the
by
experience.
a landslide.
I love Sean McVay.
No, he's the most creative coach. He literally reinvented NFL offense. He reinvented it. He's a genius.
Kevin Stefanski's going to get fired, right? Am I right or am I right? First off, he's going to mess up the quarterback situation. There's no way he gets that right? There's no way he gets that right.
Well, if he tries not to get fired, then he starts a 19-year veteran. If he thinks he's confident in his coaching ability, you've got 3 young guys you can kind of choose between.
Right. I'm with you. If Cleveland ends up starting Joe in the first game, I think something's gone wrong. It's got to be Shador or Daniel or Gabriel, right? Dylan Gabriel. It can't be Joe. You can't have Joe Flacco out there.